Okay, round 2 of the guaranteed legendary draft against Mr. No Ticket. He doesn't have any Soulbind cards, unlike my last opponent, and he's playing Necreum. So my play is to play... I could play a Thranic Ambusher and then a Torgmai Guardian, exiling the Torgmai Guardian to have a pair of 7/7s. This is a really weak play. I mean, it's okay because he can have Corpse Crawlers and stuff like that, but generally I would recommend not trying to play your Death Seekers if they're not for like value blocks or something like that. Death Seeker's just kind of an awkward card, and then I'm just going to play the Wind Primordial. I could block with it because Wind Primordial has mobility. This way, if he doesn't have a Corpse Crawler or a Spirit Leash, he can't use it for free if he doesn't use it this turn. And it won't kill my Wind Primordial because I can move it out of the way of the 5/5 when he puts it down, or when he consumes it. It really just depends. I don't want him to get free Corpse Crawlers or Spirit Leashes, so killing the Death Seekers is... and that's something I can't help. I really need to kill that Nephrax. So my options are... This is only +3/+3, right? Yeah. So I can't kill it anymore. Well, shucks. I'm gonna play Blizzard Shaman in front of the Nephrax. Hopefully move my Ambusher out of the way of this Huntress, because I don't really feel like dealing with it. And I didn't. What's my play here? I could pump the Primordial and kill his Spirit token. I could hit him for 6, then move into block again, which is probably what I'm gonna do. And then play the Flamebreak Invoker, just to have a leveled Flamebreak Invoker. If I draw Fervent Assault, it can be really strong. Yeah, I think that's the play here. Because playing the Deep Range Crawler is not great. I've already drawn both my Ursine Strengths this rank. And I don't... He can block Wind Primordial with basically anything. So it's better to kill a 5/5 than to let him trade with the Grove Huntress or something like that. You'll probably put a 5/5 in front of either my Thranic Ambusher or my Flamebreak Invoker. I need to get this Malice Armament out because it's one of my strongest cards, if not my strongest card. Plus, it gets huge on this board state because I have 2 creatures in play, assuming my 2 without Summoning Sickness die. And he has 4 creatures in play when he makes his Spirit. So he Spirit Leashed his Nephrax, which sucks for me. I guess I can just block it with the Stormcaller. And then that way it dies to the Malice Hermit. Yeah, I think that's the best thing I can do. I'm going to play the Stormcaller before the Malice Hermit. That way the Malice Hermit gives the Stormcaller poison, and the Malice Hermit gets a smidgen bigger when it dies. Kills the Nephrax, pumps my Hermit up by 2, so it's a 6/6. I even drew the Stinging Invocation, which was nice. So hopefully he doesn't play something too powerful on me, because I really need him to play a couple of cards that don't scale that well. Because I had to play really defensively in that rank. Like, he had a pretty good rank 1. Nephrax is really strong. It can take over a game, because it can just churn out 5/5s, 10/10s, 15/15s. Yeah, he has a lot of Death Seekers, though. Didn't see any Spirit Leashes, but Nephrax is probably enough. Oh, no, I did see a Spirit Leash. He pumped his Nephrax with it, right? It's quite a powerful synergy. The Death Seekers plus the Nephrax Spirit Leash. I think my best bet would probably be to outplay him with the Fervent Assaults I have in my deck, or to poison him with these Killer Bees and just kind of stall him out. Because I'm pretty sure he can grind me out, but I can play pretty defensively because my creatures have such high power, and the Malice Hermit can serve to wipe the board if I draw it enough times. That doesn't change my play. I still need to play Stinging Invocation. And hopefully this Spirit token doesn't destroy me in the meantime. 3Bs, please? 3Bs? Yes! Excellent! Then I just play 7/7 because I got the strongest possible bee summoning. It also poisons his Grove Huntress, so my Malice Armor would get bigger. That's better than playing like a Warbrinker Auntie. Just a solid 7/7 creature. Kills his Spirit token, makes my Malice Armor an 8/8, and I drew another pair of bees. The Sting Invocation. Unfortunately, my Killer Bee over here on the side is locked off. I can't move it anywhere. But if he doesn't block it, he at least gets poisoned. It's only poison 1, which isn't a huge deal, but it's something, right? Gotta counter blessings. I think that's the first time I've ever gotten 3 bees with Sting Invocation. I usually only get 1 or 2. Never gotten 3 before. That's the first time. I don't cast this card often because I haven't played a deck in Constructed where I would play it yet. But I've played it in Draft like 3 times now, 4 maybe. And I've just never gotten 3 Bs. I just never get 3 Bs. So it's pretty nice, actually. It's the first time I've had it happen against me. It feels kind of miserable because you have to kill all the bees before you take poison damage. It's not as bad rank 1 as it is rank 2 because it's poison 3 on each bee. So if you get hit by 2 of them, you have poison 6, so you're taking 6 damage a turn. So that's like 12 in a turn rotation, which is pretty large. Like, that's definitely no joke. So depending on what he plays here, I'm definitely going to play Stinging Invocation because I want this level 3 Invocation. And the potential for 3/3 Bs with poison 3 is pretty strong. Even just 2 of them would be good. 1 is not that great, but I'll take it just so I can level it up. And then I might play the 12/12. It stunts my leveling because the Swamp Moss Ancient level 2 doesn't level up, but maybe it won't matter. I'm actually just going to move my bee in front of his Deep Branch Prowler to poison it. And that way I can summon a 3/3 in front of the Grove Huntress if I need to. I'm going to let battle happen so that this Grove Huntress can't kill any bees I summon. And then summon a bee, and then play a 12/12. I can kill the 7/6 with rank 1 creatures. There's no need for me to block the Grove Huntress with a 12/12. He can play a Death Seeker and then Spirit Leash onto it, which would make it gigantic and make it like a 14/13. That would be pretty difficult to kill. I could still do it with this Blizzard Shaman Ursine Strength, but I would definitely prefer not to. One of the cool things about level 3 Killer Bee, if it shows it doesn't have poison 5. Like this one, Killer Bee 1 has poison 1, Killer Bee 3 has poison 3. But the Killer Bee 5 or Killer Bee 3, it just has poison equal to its power. So if you Ursine Strength a Killer Bee level 3 and then hit them, it'll deal a ton of poison damage to them. It's really strong. I want to play this Blizzard Shaman in front of the Grove Huntress to kill it, and to have a Blizzard Shaman. And I don't really want to move my level 1 Swamp Moss in front of the Spirit because I can kill it if I Ursine Strength. But it's still worth it because I might move the level 2 version. Yeah, well, I didn't. So I can either Ursine Strength to have a big threat, or I can block a Spirit. I think I need to block the Spirit because I'm not doing enough damage to just take 10. Blocking it with the Rolling Warclaw so I can block it with a smaller creature next turn. Or kill it with, like if I drew a level 2 Malice Hermit, I could have killed it with the poison. Because Malice Hermit 2 has poison 4 to everything. Whereas blocking with a Raptor would leave it at 9 toughness, so I'd probably likely need to block it with 2 more creatures. Which would not be ideal. This is +3/+3 or poison 3, right? Yeah. So not quite enough power. I'm gonna Blizzard Shaman in front of the Spirit. Hopefully kill his Grove Huntress with either of my 2 creatures that isn't a Raptor. Okay, so I get to kill it with the 12/8. And then I guess I just play my 8/10 in front of the... There's no point in putting it in front of a Seedling. I want the Seedling there in case... he does have a Spirit Leash. I do have a Malice Hermit. It's probably better to deter his Malice Hermit, or the Spirit Leash, than to save it for a Malice Hermit. Because I'm not guaranteed to draw Malice Hermit next turn. I did, but I wasn't guaranteed to. It could have been one of the 10 cards that were still in my deck. Actually, I think I drew a level 2 card like every turn that hand. Almost. How many do I have in my deck? Level 3 cards? I have 1, 2, 3? Yeah, maybe not. It still felt like my plays were pretty good that game. That player rank. I guess I get to play 2 more here. Well, at least I get to kill Nephrax with my Malice Hermit and poison his spirit. And then play a large Threnic Ambusher. Yep, I can only put it here. Which kind of sucks, because if I draw Fervent Assault, I can't move my Malice Hermit. But it's fine. Him not having a Nephrax is worth it. Plus, Malice Hermit gets legitimately gigantic. It looks like I'm going to take 20 from the Spirit token. I don't think that really matters, though. Ooh, for Earthsign Strength on his Deathseeker. I could block that creature, but I'm at 62 right now. So it's better for me to play 2 aggressive creatures and expect him to block both of them than to block one of his creatures. Because now he has to block 4 of my creatures and he only has 2 plays, which means he has to play like maybe 2 Necroamoebas or something like that, and that doesn't even put him that far ahead because they'd be level 1. I actually don't know what he could play that would allow him to triumph here. Yeah, he's just dead now because my creatures do 21 damage to him, even if I didn't have the Earthsign Strength. It just so happens I have an Earthsign Strength, so even if he dealt with 3 of my creatures, I would have killed him with the last one, because it's 15 damage exactly with Wind Primordial and level 1 Earthsign Strength. But nice. 2-0 with the guaranteed legendary draft.